The books were closed. They weren't bringing new guys in, security reasons, whatever, for about 20 years. So I was around guys at the time that were waiting for 20 years to become a member. Now, Sammy took a little bit of issue with this. He said, you know, Michael, you jumped in front of a lot of guys, and some guys resented it. And you know what? He was right. Some guys were around for a long time, and I jumped in front of them for whatever reason. Okay? I don't make that decision. The bosses make that decision. And my father was away in prison at that time. They made that decision. So yeah, I jumped ahead of a lot of guys. Was there resentment? Yeah. Number one, because I was a younger guy. And number two, because I didn't put 20 years in. I put 2 years in. But you know, they gave that respect to my father. I proved myself in their eyes, so I get the call. It was Halloween night, 1975. Not going to go into it all again. There were 6 of us that night that got the call. I wasn't the only one that jumped ahead of people. There was other people there, but we got the call. So now I'm a made guy. After I took the oath, we went in and we had a banquet. At a banquet, you know, we always do that. We broke bread. We had, every one of us. It was great, you know. And so all the Capo regimes were there. The boss was there. Andrew was there. It was great, right? Little Jojo Vaitaco, who asked permission to come. He was only a soldier, but he loved me, and he asked Tom DeBella for permission to attend, and they allowed him. So when we go in for the banquet, he walks in, I'll never forget, with a brown bag. And he says, hey, boss, should I give them all their bag of money now? And there was an irony in that because, you know, people think you come into that life and they're throwing money at you all the time. It's not that way at all. It's the other way around. You're the guy paying up if you're an earner. You got to make your own way. Now, yeah, you can be given a no-show union job and, you know, you can get benefits in that way, but nobody's handing you a lot of money to become wealthy. You got to do that on your own. And you establish yourself either as a racketeer and an earner, or a guy that's getting by, doing work for the family, but not just on a different level. You know, maybe more gangster than racketeer. Who knows? And there were some people that were gangster and racketeer. There were some people that I would say were only gangster. There was nobody that was only racketeer. You know what a perfect example of that is? Frank Costello. They called him the prime minister. Here's a guy that came up the hard way, had a few pinches, a few arrests when he was young, but then for 37 years, he never got arrested again. Do you know why? Because he realized he became a real racketeer. I have to have political connections. I got to make money if we're going to have success in this life. I got to be an earner because money is power. Money provides everything. Without money, you don't have an organization. I don't care whether it's legit or illegit. Without money, you don't have anything. Whether you steal it, earn it legitimately, whatever. So Frank Costello became the classic racketeer. 37 years, never got in trouble again. And then when he did get in trouble, it was all for, fraud or white-collar stuff, basically. Prime Minister Frank Costello, he's one of the guys, if you said to me, Michael, who do you want to go back in time and meet as a mob guy? Frank Costello would be one of them. He might be the primary guy. Now, my dad knew him. I think I might have met Frank. I don't remember when I was a kid because my dad took me a lot of places and I met a lot of people. I don't remember, I'll be honest with you. But he's a guy that I'd want to meet. Classic racketeer, but also came up the tough way. But he really figured it out, like a lot of guys. Carlo Gambino figured it out. Anyway.